Welcome to Badminton Unlimited, your weekly access to badminton action and beyond. This week we're in Jakarta as we drop in on the golden couple that ushered in a stellar period for Indonesian badminton, Alan Budi Kusuma and Susi Susanti. And we're in Thailand for some downtime with the country's best mixed doubles pairing, Sudket Prapakamol and Sarali Thongthongkham. We're in Jakarta, Indonesia. For anyone who wants to know about the country's badminton history and heritage, this is where you'll find the answers. The largest Southeast Asian country is also home to the sport's first ever Olympic champions. And did we mention they're also married?
Right now, I'm feeling good with Susie and my family. At this moment, it's a new life for us as a family, because before that, it was a life of playing badminton.
It's different now. Before I was playing badminton, I was staying at the academy. Now I'm staying in a house. I'm taking care of my kids and my business. Of course it's different, but I'm enjoying it and I'm very happy with my life now.
Life looked very good when Indonesia's golden couple and their eldest daughter, Laurencia, graciously invited Badminton Unlimited into their home. Before tying the knot back in 1997, their dating days were just like any other.
Of course, it was me who initiated the whole thing, and I was the one who asked for things to get serious because I saw that our relationship was getting better.
If during that time we were not fated, then he can just remain like a brother. But as time went, it proved that we complemented each other. In the end, we got married until now.
The couple themselves were brought up by badminton-playing parents, and while Alan hailed from Surabaya and Susi from Tasikmalaya, the singles players would end up with the Jaya Raya Club in Jakarta after impressing for their local clubs. It was in 1985 that they first met, and under the guidance of the legendary coach Rudy Hartono, both blossomed and were eventually drafted into the national team. Susi was only 14 when she had to move away from her family to pursue her badminton dreams.
It was a very scary experience, especially for someone so young, who was used to staying with her parents. I was also the one and only daughter in the family. There were concerns that I had to stay at the hostel on my own, but I was so determined to be a champion. I had to adapt to players there who came from everywhere. But because we were of the same age and starting out together, eventually we became like a family.
Any doubt that lingered during their professional debuts quickly disappeared once they took to the courts. Susi clinched her first title at the SEA Games in 1987, while Alan opened his account at the Dutch Open 2 years later.
I felt obligated to win, and maybe it was also pressure. But I knew this was my opportunity to represent my country and hopefully be a world champion. It was an amazing feeling.
Before that, maybe I was just content to be a professional and just go as far as I can. But once I won, I wanted to win more and bigger titles. I started to really believe in my own ability.
They, along with their countrymen such as Ardi Wiranata and Haryanto Arbi, ushered in the nation's golden era in international badminton. Alan himself had won the Thailand Open twice in 1989 and 1991. China, German, Indonesian and Malaysian Open titles soon followed. Susi's title haul was endless. Chief amongst them were her 4 All-England titles and World Championship title in 1993. But their defining moment was at the 1992 Barcelona Olympics. It was the first time badminton was included in the Games as a competitive sport, and Indonesia was favourite to win their first ever gold at the Summer Games.
It was like a heavy burden on my shoulders, and that made me lose appetite, lose sleep. Everything wasn't peaceful. And of course, I had to deal with my own thoughts on my strategy and focus that I was preparing for the game.
I didn't want to meet anybody because it was causing unnecessary pressure. I was so scared. Anyone who met me was saying, "You must win, you must get gold." I was so scared.
But the relentless psyche of a true champion was always going to take over. Alan triumphed over his friend Ardi in straight games, while Susi was pushed all the way to the end by South Korea's Bang Soo-hyun.
Once the match was said and done, whatever thoughts I had were released. I couldn't believe what was happening around me at that time. I couldn't believe I was actually an Olympic winner. I just can't believe I was a champion.
I told myself this was a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, and I must seize it with everything that I have. I had to accomplish my responsibility to win the first goal for Indonesia.
Susi is considered by many as one of the best women singles players to have graced the game, and she remains the only female player to have held the Olympics, All England and World Championship titles at the same time. The couple would take another shot at the Olympics 4 years later at the Atlanta Games, but couldn't manage another fairy tale run. Alan retired in 1997 with Susi following a year later. She became a Herbert Shield Trophy recipient in 2002 for services to badminton and was inducted into the BWF Hall of Fame 2 years later. Indonesia has never dominated the international game since those days. Susi feels more support from authorities is needed if they are to regain that position once again.
There is no future and a guarantee in an athlete's career, even if he or she was good. Maybe you will get bonuses, but after that, you're on your own. And that will make parents think twice about letting their children be professional athletes. Hopefully in the future, there will be a way to reward athletes, so that their livelihood is well taken care of.
Maximizing the resources and knowledge they gathered during their playing days, the husband and wife are now the proud owners of a sports merchandising and spa business. Now in the 11th year of operation, they continue to preach that hard work is the only path to success.
Because to be a champion is not easy. You need to work hard. You need to make sacrifices. The training has to be hard because if you want to be a champion, it's impossible to do it without hard work. And that's what I would advise, to keep working hard and never give up.
There must be desire, a will to work hard, self-discipline, and must not be easily satisfied. I hope the development will progress until badminton is popular not only here, but in the whole world. I also hope badminton stays as a fixture in the Olympics.
Passionate, hardworking, and humble. Indonesia's golden couple are the perfect ambassadors of true champions.
The best gift is the car gifted by Sachin Tendulkar to me when I won the Olympic bronze medal, and that's the most wonderful gift I've ever received, BMW 3 Series car, and I will cherish it all my life. I love Indian music. I am a big Bollywood fan, so I just love listening to all kind of Bollywood music. It's my dad's. I always call him when I win a match, lose a match. I first call my dad. He's a very important person in my life. Mom also, but I always call him first because he doesn't scold me. Watching TV, watching Bollywood movies. As I said, I'm a big Bollywood fan, so I just keep watching movies or just go to mall, have some fun. Losing. It's only losing which makes me sad. It irritates me. Otherwise, I'm very happy in my life. Everything goes on well. I love Indian food. Thai food as well, but I love aloo paratha, paneer and all. So Indian food is the best food. It's winning which really makes me happy. Otherwise, when my mom makes aloo paratha for me, that's the moment when I really, am happy from my heart because I get to eat what I want to eat. I think it would be Shah Rukh Khan, Amir Khan and Ranbir Kapoor. I like all three of them. I've met Shahrukh sir, Amir sir. I haven't met Ranbir yet, but these three are my favorite, film stars, and I would like to invite them for dinner.
When we get back, we're in England to report on the elite program hoping to produce future champions. Time for some trivia. Did you know the best badminton shuttles are made from the feathers from the left wing of a goose? 4 geese provide 4 feathers each to make up the 16 feathers on a shuttle. Just outside the country's capital, London, stands the home of Badminton England. The National Badminton Centre is located in the residential district of Loughton Lodge. This is the place where Great Britain's best go to train. England has been part of the competitive world of badminton for more than a century. The nation was at the forefront of the sport until the 1940s, when Asia began to stake its dominance. Although Denmark dominates the game in Europe, England is still part of the competitive mix. In order to keep pace with the international game, Great Britain Programme for Badminton, or the GB programme, was initiated 8 years ago. It provides support for a select number of shuttlers from England, Wales, Ireland and Scotland who show potential for medal success in major events, such as the World Championships and the Olympic Games.
The GB program and England as well, we have a centralized structure. So all of our senior players, they train together on a daily basis in Milton Keynes. So it's a 5 to 6 days a week program. And underneath that, we have our junior programs that feed into that structure.
Under the GB program, the best are selected for the GB World Class Performance program. These players train full-time, with the majority coming from England itself.
My training routine sort of consists of 4 to 5 hours training a day. That'll be a mixture of on-court and off-court stuff. And I mean, for us, my coaches are Jakob Hoy and Stuart Wardell at the moment, so I kind of split my time between them. They help me a lot on-court, and then off-court we have our own support staff, physio, psychologist, strength and conditioning coaches. So yeah, I mean, it's quite a big team here, and they all help me.
Well, my role as head coach is about consistency. I have a team of very experienced coaches, former players, and so on. So my role is basically just to ensure the consistency of the program, to make a path, a highway, and within that highway, the coaches can work their individual ways with the players.
The shuttlers are expected to train twice a day with gym sessions at least 3 times a week. Off-court meetings with their coaches are also part and parcel of the program, where the players are evaluated and their future development pathways planned for them.
We plan as best as we can, but a lot of it is up to our head coach, Jakob. He decides the tournament plan, and we've actually had meetings with him regarding the work areas we want to do for the next 3 months. I think we've got quite a big year coming up with Worlds. There's also the Commonwealths in there, which is quite important for England.
Since the retirement of mixed doubles pair and Olympic silver medalists Gail Ems and Nathan Robertson, England has experienced a decline in podium finishes. But recently there have been signs of recovery.
Last year, Chris and Gabby won the Hong Kong Super Series title in mixed doubles. Chris and Andy, that's Andrew Ellis. They've been in two semi-finals in Super Series now. I think we have players who are established at the very top, in the top 10 in the world, and we have a number of players who are in the top 25 in the world. So I'm confident that we're going to improve further, and we're going to be there in the future, alongside Danish, German, and other players in Europe.
I think we're products of the system that have come through right from the junior ranks all the way through to the seniors now, and obviously now, touch wood, it's starting to pay dividends. So we hope we've served them well. They definitely have served us well. The amount of support we get and things is just unbelievable.
The English mixed doubles pair are ranked 5th in the world. Chris and his doubles partner, Andrew Ellis, are amongst the top 20, and men's singles, Rajiv Osif, is currently number 21 in the world. While England might not be a superpower in the badminton world, they remain competitive and have the talent and skill to upset the best.
I think we are competitive. And being competitive, that means we can beat the best players in the world. We have done it in men's singles, we have done it in men's doubles, we've done it in mixed doubles. Those are the 3 strongest at the moment.
But this is not the level at which the program is aimed. It is far more ambitious. The GB program is striving to break into the elite of the international scene and to create champions.
What I would consider a success for the program is for us to continue the trend we're on now with improved world rankings, that we can continue to deliver at Super Series level, that we can start picking up medals more consistently, World Champs, Olympic Games, and if in 2 or 3 years' time I can look back on 2 major championships where we picked up medals at both, then I would say that's a job well done.
After the break, we catch up with Sudket Prapakamal and Saralee Thongthongkham as they tell us about their secret to success. They have competed in 3 Olympics as a partnership, have won countless regional and international tournaments, and they are the premier mixed doubles pairing in Thailand. When we met up with Sudket Prapakamal and Saralee Thongthongkham, the former was about to celebrate his 34th birthday.
Well, for my birthday, I'm going to really treat myself and then spend some time with my family.
When I have some time off, I usually go to get a massage and then maybe go and watch a few movies.
Wanting to share in the celebration, we thought what better way than to take both Sudket and Saralee for a Thai foot massage in the country known for its rest and relaxation, amongst other things. The Sudket-Saralee combination began in 2002, and although they have both had other partners throughout their mixed doubles career, the current pairing has been overwhelmingly productive.
Before we were paired together, I would usually play in the back anyway, and some would usually play in the front. So it was a great fit for us. We got better because of the tactics given to us by the coach, and obviously getting used to each other.
As he mentioned, I really specialize in front court play, and he likes controlling things from the back. It worked really well for us.
Sudket's game is characterized by relentless energy and explosive play, while Saralee puts pressure on her opponent's shots with her aggressive, offensive style. Although both have had established doubles careers, it's in the mixed category that has brought them the most success, including 2 Super Series golds and 2 Grand Prix gold titles, as well as helping Thailand to 3rd in the 2013 Sudirman Cup.
The men's doubles game is faster, has more power, and less finesse than mixed doubles. Mixed doubles obviously has 1 female and 1 male. That makes for more variable speeds, and this allows for more areas to attack.
For me, it's a bit different during my doubles matches. For the mixed doubles, I stay at the front, which is different for the women's doubles. For that, I tend to switch around a lot more.
The most consistent period for their partnership was in 2007. The pair, for a brief time, were the #1 ranked mixed doubles team in the world.
At the time, and this was many years ago, I felt really good to be a #1 in the world because very few people can do it. It felt really good to be at the very top of your game. Although it wasn't for very long, it felt really good. I never thought we'd be able to reach it.
With both players now in their mid-30s, they are very much the veterans of the Thailand national team setup. Their role is now to help bring through the next generation of players in a period in which many people are predicting will be a golden era for the nation.
We've got a lot of youth players coming through. I would suggest to them for the moment to just study the game, put in the practice time, get your technique absolutely right. This is the key to long-term success. That's my advice.
The first thing all players must have is patience. Be diligent and have self-discipline. If you can have all these things, then you have a good chance of reaching the top. If you look at any sports, players who become world champions have these three things: patience, diligence, and discipline.
Two quarter-final finishes in their 2 Super Series events this year proves their competitive edge has not been blunted. The pair are keen to maintain standards they have set themselves.
I will try to maintain our top 10 rankings. This is the goal, to achieve results for each tournament this season to keep us there. In order to do that, we must play at a level that is consistent and allows our performances to be high.
It's the same as Som said. In all our tournaments, we'll be aiming to reach the quarterfinals at least.
Over 10 years of sustained quality and still going strong, Sudket and Saralee have found that magic ingredient that few partnerships discover, and whilst they may be coming to the twilight of their career, they still have plenty to give. Time to find out what's happening in the world of international badminton in our Badminton Unlimited calendar. Next week, we catch up with Thailand's #1 men's single shuttler, Bunsak Ponsana, to talk about his career in badminton. Then we move on to the Philippines to report on badminton at the collegiate level.